Let's make healthy and high protein pumpkin spice lattes in 3 minutes, inspired by pumpkin spice season. So today we're going to make some healthy, high protein pumpkin spice lattes in honor of basic PSL season, because hopefully you are as basic as I am. Wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. Hold on. Okay, that's much better. So, as I was saying, we're going to make two versions of a pumpkin spice latte together. Starbucks Pumpkin Spice Latte is absolutely delicious, but it is not exactly macro-friendly, racking in at about 320 calories for a traditional pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. We are going to make you something that is significantly lower calorie in case you are someone who is monitoring your calorie budget. We're going to make a more classic version, and then we're going to also make a high protein version. And let's just go ahead and get started. What's up, mamas? Alexandria here, 35-year-old toddler mom, therapist, and gym rat. I lost over 40 pounds naturally and in a healthy way, and so now my goal is to use my therapy background as well as my personal experience to help other women to achieve their goals faster than I did, and give you all the information you could possibly need about mindset and all of the mistakes and things like that right here in one place. Food, nutrition, mindset, we got it all. So if you are ready, let's go ahead and get started on today's video. First, we're going to use some of the Cafe Bustelo espresso style of coffee because I'm lazy and I didn't feel like making regular espresso. That's really the bottom line. And I just love the smell and taste of coffee. I mean, don't you? It's just so good. Next, we're going to take some unsweetened almond milk and I'm going to pour a single cup of that, and then I'm going to throw it in the microwave because, again, I don't have time and I am lazy. And I'm going to heat that up for 1 minute. You could do this on the stove too. Then you're going to add pumpkin puree. Make sure it's puree and not pumpkin pie. It's very specific. The other one has a lot of sugar. And you're going to get yourself 2 to 3 tablespoons of the pumpkin puree. I opted for 3 in this particular case because I like things a little more pumpkin-y, but if you prefer less pumpkin, you can always add less pumpkin instead of the 3. You can do 2 or even 1. Next, you're going to take a teaspoon of honey. I'm using semi-local honey because that's what I have on hand, but you're going to take a teaspoon or 2 if you want a little bit sweeter, and you're going to add that to your little concoction as well. Next up, you're going to take a half teaspoon of vanilla extract and you're going to add that into your mixture as well. Don't ask me why I have such a seed size of vanilla extract. That's what they had at the store. But you're going to add that to your mixture, and then you're going to add some pumpkin pie spice. This is a little harder for me to find, so maybe it's like a seasonal thing, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to go through this one very quickly, so I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. But you're going to add a half teaspoon of each of those to your milk mixture. Now we're gonna stir it up, little darling, stir it up. Okay, sorry. If you know the song, comment it below. But we're gonna stir it up. I use this little, I don't even know what you call it, from Amazon. I'll link it for you in case you're curious about it, but you can also use a spoon, although as you see, I ran over it because my container was too small. That was dumb. Anyway, that's what we're doing in this step. We're just gonna stir it up, little darling, stir it up. I did decide to add some Splenda because I didn't think it was sweet enough. Then we're gonna pour it into the coffee. I love this part so much. I added 2 tablespoons of that Splenda, by the way, in case you were wondering, because I wanted to make it a little bit sweeter and I didn't really think the honey did the trick. Now we're gonna stir it up some more. And lastly, for this one, we're gonna give it a little sprinkle of cinnamon and watch it swirl. It's so pretty. I just love coffee. Okay, and then I noted that you could add some of the cinnamon toast crunch cinna sugar if you wanted to, because I thought it'd be interesting. But there you have our nice low-cal pumpkin spice latte. This is going to be your low-cal version, and then next up we are going to do our high protein version, which I actually think is my favorite. So you might like this one, but I think you'll really like the second one. Now we've got our high protein style. Again, the first step of this one is also the same, that same espresso style coffee, and we're gonna brew that and get that going and set it over to the side while we make our nice little concoction that we're gonna make for this one. And it's pretty similar with a few changes in ingredient. The first change is that I'm gonna use a vanilla core power protein shake, and I'm gonna fill up half a cup and I'm trying to show you half a cup, but can you tell I'm not very good at this? We're gonna do half a cup of that, and you can choose to heat this up if you'd like, or you can drink it cold or room temperature, which is what this one happens to be. Then I'm gonna take that same pumpkin, the organic puree pumpkin, and we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of that once again. In this mixture, we're also going to do that half teaspoon, and we're going to add both our vanilla extract and pumpkin pie spice to this one as well. Again, half a teaspoon of each one. In this mixture, I only used 1 tablespoon of Splenda rather than the 2, and that seemed like the right sweetness for my personal preference and sort of the closest to how I get my coffee order when I go to Starbucks. And then we're gonna stir it up, darling, stir it up. I'm really sorry. I hope you like that song. If you don't, I'm sorry. But I just love the bubbles it makes. Why do I like this so much? I really don't know. But we're stirring it up again with that little mixy thing. I love this thing for coffees. I like using it for protein shakes. I use it for a ton of stuff, and it was a really affordable little tool. And now we're gonna pour it over our coffee once again. So satisfying. And so pretty. I want to be able to make those cute little coffee like pictures, but we'll see about that. But there you have our pumpkin protein spice coffee. Isn't she pretty? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you love your lattes. And if you found this video useful or helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go check out this video next. It's going to be super helpful in your journey as well. It's 90 days of summertime fine, where I did Sydney Cummings' 90 days of summertime fine to see if it was worth your time. So go watch that one next. And then of course, YouTube's going to recommend something for you as well. Until next time.